Good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? We're doing a microgreens harvest this morning. Give people a moment to jump in, and then we're gonna dive right into the action ourselves. If you see me taking some pictures with my iPad here, it's so I can use it for other content later on for various things. I'm all about some good content. We're doing a microgreens harvest. If that's something you want to see, destroy that screen. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Let's get some more people in here. Just taking a picture real quick of my done pea, pushing pea microgreens. There we go. We got a couple pictures. Now let's talk about each tray. And I'm gonna show you my process for harvesting. If that's something you want to see, let's get on up to 100 likes real quick. I'm gonna show you all the supplies. So this is a tray. There we go. We're there. Of done pea. You see the roots there? Boom. Looking healthy. The plants are looking tall. Just for reference, I'm 6'4". My hands are pretty big. So you could see, just how tall those plants have gotten. So I'm gonna show you what I do. Only thing you need to harvest is you need your microgreens, like you see here. Look how good that looks. This is done pea, or I like to call it my homie, pushing pea. All right, you need that. You need a digital scale. You need what you're going to package your microgreens into. I like to use these plastic clamshell containers. If you're enjoying this content some more right now, destroy that like. We need to get the like count up so we can get more people here, so we can teach more people about growing microgreens. And here's the most fun part of growing microgreens is the harvest. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I'm just going to open up my packaging container here, set it on the rack behind me, and we're going to get to work. Yeah, you can see the roots again. Absolutely. Absolutely you can. I need one thing real quick. Give me 1 second. Put on some gloves. Let's not put 2 trays in there, just one. Put that back there. Put on my other glove. I'm about to show you the roots right now. So here are the roots of the done pea microgreens. Man, y'all are really doing such a great job supporting this live. We're already at over 300 likes. Let's keep that thing going. Were you able to get a good look at the roots just then? All right, let's dive into it. So all you need is your scale. So the first thing I do is I turn my scale on, and then I put my container on the scale, just like this. I'll turn this so you can see what I'm doing over here. And then you tear out your scale, and you just grab like a little fingerful, like this. So I grab it like here. I get down close to the base, but not getting in the soil. There you go. And I put that in my container. Like that. I'm just gonna fill these up with about, let's see. This is a different style of clamshell than I normally use, but we'll see how it does. That's about 1 ounce in there so far. Just like that. That's 1.8 ounces. .9 and 2 ounces, just like that. I'm gonna close up. Oh man, these kind of suck. There we go. Just like that. And that's 2 ounces of microgreens packaged up real nicely. Move on to the next tray. Again, we're talking about done pea microgreens. So you can see we've already harvested that much of the tray. Moving on to the next one. Put that on the scale. Tear it out. We're gonna do it again. Just grabbing a little bit, cutting it with some scissors. I recommend you use kitchen scissors or like a more heavy duty shear, just because it'll be a little easier on your wrist. So I'm at, now we are at, so when I put mine in there, I kind of press them down, compress them a little bit. And we'll see how much this tray will yield for us. These took 10 days from seed to harvest. At the end of this live, I will show you some microgreens, 3 sets of microgreens we've started over the last 3 days on 3 different lives. So this is an interactive setting where I help people learn how to grow these microgreens at home. So the equipment's that involved. We're going to talk lights, seed, water, the whole 9 yards. Yes, we do. Got a big announcement on the live today of how you can get involved, how you can get active. So I use True Leaf Market seeds to grow my microgreens, and I found out this morning that I've been selected as an affiliate partner, meaning you want to grow microgreens and you want to support the Urban Grower Supply, you'll be able to go to a link in my bio here soon. Click a link, go pick the seeds you want. Oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't set them on the edge of the thing like that. And you'll be able to support the page here. Cool. So I'll set those off to the side. I'm gonna go back to my normal containers because these kind of suck and I don't like them. But that's all part of learning. You gotta try different stuff out, and we'll go from there. Man, I appreciate that. No, these are non-GMO seeds. These are non-GMO heirloom seeds. Why? Because this is just my opinion on things. But I like to eat foods that are grown in as natural way as possible. I am vegan, plant-based. Let me get these other ones down real quick. Here's the ones I normally use. They clamp up a lot better, so I'm just going to use what I normally use. But I like to use foods that grow in a natural way because I believe that, you know, I want to be strong, virile, work in my most highly functioning natural way. So I want to eat foods that are virile, strong, and function in their most natural way. I want them to produce seeds if they're a seed-bearing fruit or vegetable. You know, tubers and some other things are a little different than that. But I want to eat foods that are going through their full maturation cycle. And that's what True Leaf Market has to offer. These are different shears that I'm using for the harvest, just so you know. Boom. So you see, these are like a little different style than the last ones, and they'll just close a lot easier. So I'm gonna go back to those now. That's another thing. Sometimes you do an experiment, it works, and sometimes you do an experiment and it don't. But that's all right. You keep trying. So now we're moving on. I think we want to get 6 ounces out of this tray. This tray is about 9 inches, about 12 inches. So it's maybe about half the size of a 10 by 20 in terms of total area. But I like them. I think that they just work well. It's easier for me to deal with. It's easier for me to demonstrate how everything is going, to conceptualize what I'm doing. So I have to say this. I'm not going to tell you not to grow on a 10-20 tray. If that's your jam, do your thing. You got my full support. But this is what I like to do, so I do it how I like to do it. What works for me. And I want you to figure out what works for you if you're going to be growing microgreens. So as you can see, I did a tray. It only took a little bit of time. And we got out of this tray, we got 5.5 ounces. So you're selling these for, you could probably sell these for about $30 a pound. So you're looking at maybe about like $14, $13 worth of microgreens right there. That's not bad, right? It only took a little bit of time a day, time I was going to spend doing anyway. But you get, returns on that time because you can grow a lot of microgreens at once. So, going to move on to the next tray. You can see here, I'm just getting it now. You may have missed what these look like before, but these are my homeboys, the Dun P pushing B. P. Question is, how much will it reduce my grocery bill? Well, I don't have to buy leafy greens at all anymore. So that's that. That's that. I like to use my microgreens as salad topper, garnish on burgers, any of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if I'm drinking a lot of smoothies, it probably saves me $10 to $20 a week, conservatively. So it's stacked over a year. That could be over $1,000 a year. Yeah, for sure. Then you'd like to learn, but you're a truck driver. Well, I still think you can learn. And one thing you can do over the road that doesn't require a lot of space, I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, but if it's something of interest, I will start practicing it more myself so I can gain a level of mastery to where I can explain it. But you can grow sprouts over the road. And all you really need to grow sprouts over the road is like a glass mason jar and a sprouting lid, which I have. Let me show you what that's like. Give me 1 second. This is the mason jar. It's a sprouting lid. What's special about it, it has holes in it like this. You can put you some seeds and water, let your seeds sprout out, and then you just rotate it, turn it. So you don't need a lot of water, a lot of time. In 2 or 3 days, you'll have a jar full of healthy, nutritious microgreen sprouts. You can sprout all kinds of stuff in these. There's other YouTube videos if you want to get started now, if you don't want to wait on me. So just go look up how to sprout them in a mason jar with a sprouting lid, and there's other content creators that'll walk you through how to do that. What do I do with the leftovers? I usually don't have a lot. I'll put them in smoothies, like if they start turning on me or something like that. But that's what I do. I also bought a dehydrator. I don't want to get it right now, but I want to start dehydrating them and turning them into super green powders for my personal use and to sell at local farmers markets and to local consumers in my market. Then over time, as I build more volume, gain more proficiency, scale and expand the business, hey, I'll be able to ship those products around the country, including our MicroGreens home grow kit. It inevitably comes up. How do I get started? What is all the stuff? I can send you all the links, and then you got to buy a lot of stuff. This is what you need to get started to grow 2 microgreen trays. You got 2 trays, the jute mat, 2 packs of seeds that are already portioned out to what you need, a little water bottle, everything you need to get started. But I'll talk about that a little later on. All right. If it's all right with you all, I'm going to move on to my next. I'm going to move on to my next tray of microgreens to harvest. That's all right with everybody. We will move on now. Let me see what other questions we got going on. I appreciate all the love. We're already at over 4,000 likes. Y'all are so dope. Sending gifts and stickers and all that. I swear I got the greatest following on TikTok. The greatest supporters. We show the most love to one another. We show the most support to one another. We do it big. Coming live from Dallas, Texas. I forgot to ask at the beginning. Where y'all watching from? Where y'all growing at? Alright. Now I'm going to do the purple radish. Look how pretty that looks. It's beautiful. 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 Let's see what the roots look like on this. See the roots? They're dripping water because they're down now. You can see the water down there in the bottom watering tray. Just like that. In terms of the the last one I harvested, it had the little stems and the if I can find out how to download this live, I'll put it on YouTube. But I don't know how to do that. And if someone does know how to do that, help me out. Let's see where everybody's coming from. North Cackalack, Boulder, Colorado, Northern Michigan. My wife is from North Carolina. We lived there for a little bit, so I have an affinity. For lighting, I'm using T4 LED light bars. I'll let you see. I can flick them on and off there. So that's how I got mine set up. Southern Colorado, Columbus, Georgia. Oh, dope. I got an uncle that lives there. My sister-in-law lives there. Raleigh, North Cackalack. Thank you for that compliment. Wilmington. My wife's from that part of North Carolina. Southeastern North Carolina. Stand up. Vermont. Dope. It's a pretty area out there. We used to live upstate New York. Thank you. Arlington. Ag Town, baby. Columbus, Ohio. Got a brother-in-law that lives there. Man, it's just amazing how small the world is. Wyoming. Hey, that's beautiful weather out there. Hey, I'm growing these microgreens inside. And as a result, you can grow this stuff anytime you want to. Because that's how we roll over here at the Urban Grower Supply. Alaska, Columbus, North Cackalack, Atlanta, Georgia. I appreciate you showing me that. I'm going to screenshot that, how to download them. Thank you. All right. Race City, USA. Upstate New York. Dope. I used to live in Syracuse. Washington State. That's a beautiful area out there around. I've only been to Seattle, and I went to Wenatchee, of all places. Florida. Philadelphia. Arizona. What batches I'm growing. I just harvested the pea, done pea, or I call it my homeboy pushing pea. I got radish on the table. Then we're going to do broccoli, spicy salad mix, and sunflower, which is my favorite. Don't tell the others. That's right. We got to feed ourselves. No, I don't grow kush. That's not my thing. There we go. Anyway, let me get back on topic. I appreciate all the love y'all are showing. So I'm gonna show you the radish, and you can grow microgreens like I was telling the people earlier. Yeah, I can show you how I can even help you. We got growing kits that are going for sale soon. Let me know if this is something you'd be interested in picking up. Also got sprouting jars. And if y'all want me to start selling them, hey, I'll start selling them with instructions on how to do that as well. Y'all just let me know what y'all want, and I'll put it together for you to make it easy. If you want to be notified when I'll be going live doing interesting things like this, when I'm launching products or doing other interesting things, do me a favor. I'm looking at my board, but I hadn't memorized the number yet. Text the word microgreens, and maybe someone can put this in the comments for me. Text the words microgreens, that's one word, to the number 469-256-3757. That's text the word microgreens to the number 469-256-3757. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to be offering for sale then, because I want to give people what they need to be successful in growing food and keep it easy. It's so easy to get overwhelmed and inundated. Thank you so much for putting that down for me. Another thing you can do, if you didn't get the number, is you can go to my bio, click the link in my bio, and I got a link that'll take you there too. But I also don't want to text you, to distract you away from the live. I appreciate you for sharing it out for me as well. So scroll to the live if you want to get the number and the words, or you can go click the link in my bio, my link tree to be in there. You can grow microgreens. You can grow sprouts. You can grow them for your, people grow microgreens for the lizards. I see here you can grow them for chickens. I have a buddy of mine here in Dallas. He's starting to raise chickens at his house. So I'm going to be helping him out. He's going to help me out. It's going to be a symbiotic relationship. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It'll stay fresh for at least a week, easy. I have some that have been in the refrigerator for like 2 weeks. They're a little sketchy right now. Mainly because I grew too much and I didn't have enough to do with it at the time. I might dehydrate it actually. I might dehydrate it and turn it into super green powder. I might put it in a smoothie to see where it's at. Worst case, I'll compost it. It'll go back into my soil and it'll come to life to support new life later. Look at that. I should have taken a picture. Let me do that first. So this is the radish. Again, you don't have to do anything crazy. Now, I always recommend you wash them before you eat them, especially if you don't know where it's coming from. But since I'm going to be eating some of these and I know what's going on, I can just eat them. I eat them out the tray all the time. Give me a second so I can take a picture real quick. This is for like the website and content. So it's not my intention to be not attentive to you all. I just need to get a couple pictures. Ooh, actually, that's a dope angle. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'll do that again. That's what I'm doing. So again, I took my tray, I put it on my digital scale here, put the container on first, teared it out. Now I'm gonna load it up. I like to put my containers with usually 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces of these microgreens. Why? Because that's what I like to do. And it's my life. And I might as well live it that way. It makes me happy. You know, guys, if you want to get started, get started. If you have any questions, let me know. I may not be able to attend to everyone's question because I'm trying to multitask. Yeah, I got the dehydrator. Thank you so much. Yeah, put them in smoothies. I do it all the time. Now be careful when you put the spicy ones in there, because your smoothie will turn out a little spicy. All right, cool. So I'm putting that down in there. 1.8 ounces. So with these, what I'm gonna do with this harvest, guys, is I'm gonna be gearing up for my sales here in North Texas in the Dallas area. That's too much. That's the right amount. Okay. So I want to be using these for samples. You know, if you're ever selling anything, you can purchase the seeds from True Leaf Market. I'll tell you how to get started here in a minute. But before you go to True Leaf, now if you want to get started today, go do it. Go buy it. Because I want you to get started. I got accepted as an affiliate to True Leaf. So if you want to support this page, support me, I will have links in my bio this week to True Leaf Markets where you can go click the link and buy the seeds you need from them. And I'll earn a small commission. That way we can keep growing and moving together. But you can do that if you want to. And if you don't want to do it, it's not going to stop the love that I show for you. It's not going to stop the help I'm trying to provide. That's what I'm doing. Stop speeding. Stop speaking on what I'm going to sell. Okay. If you don't want to hear about it, I'm responding to people that want to know. If you don't want to hear about it, you may not want to listen, but I'm just here to show love. Show love, show support, and show how I can be of assistance. Okay, anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. I'm growing, this week I grew pea. I'm growing radish right here, purple radish. I got broccoli, spicy salad mix, and sunflower. We're doing a harvest right now. So that's what we are doing. So we'll go back, loading up the next tray. Just like that. Boom, there we go. How did I get into selling the farmers markets? I started going to them and decided I wanted to get started. So that's what I'm working on getting into now. You can do it. If you want to grow, you can grow. That's what I'm here to help you do. I will be selling at farmers markets in my area and at some local specialty grocers. So my wife has a baking business and she has some of her vegan baked goods at some local like grocers and stuff here, and we do pop-up events. So we already know, a lot of these people who own these establishments. We do business with them now, so we're just going to be expanding in that way, and that's what we're going to do. I'm not growing in a greenhouse. I'm growing in a spare bedroom in my house right now. Later this year, Lord willing, I'll be expanding into a small commercial space to start a more wide-scale commercial microgreens operation, as well as doing some selling grow kits and other supplies to help people grow microgreens at home. Not everybody wants to make a business out of this, and I don't think you should want to. You should do what you want to do, how you want to do it, because, hey, that's life. And in life, you got to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. We're at 7.2K likes. I appreciate all the love. We got over 100 people watching. I appreciate and I value the support that you're showing, the attention that you're giving, because you don't have to. And I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to learn, to earn your attention, and to show you something that I believe is of value to people. All right, cool. I'm going to set this over here now. Oh, just like that. Okay. Now I want to go back to these trays here. We're going to finish out this tray of purple radish. Yeah, I do have a website. It's no link in my bio, but it's urbangrowersupply.com. All my social media handles, which are TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, they are all Urban Grower Supply. Those of you who have taken the time to follow my YouTube page, I appreciate you. I'm only posting like short form content on there right now, like the shorts, but I'll post some longer form content. Like, for instance, if you were to get a grow kit, I'll put videos up there how to use them. Anything I learned along the way, I'm always going to make that content available for you. So this is not going to be one of those get the masterclass things, because that's not my jam. I want to help you grow. The only thing I ask is that you grow. And if I can be of assistance to you, great, I can. You want to do it on your own, that's great. But I want you to get started. Don't let me be the reason why you don't make progress. In the same way, I don't want you to let perfection be the reason why you don't make progress. If there's something in this life that you desire to do and you have the ability and the access to do it, you should do it. Because life is all about forward momentum. It's all about progress. It's all about having that motion. All right. There we are. Get a few more little pieces. Make this a full 2 ounces. And there we go. So out of the radish tray, we were able to harvest 6 ounces. So that's good. So just imagine if you're doing like a lot of trays in your rack. So my rack here in my farm has 5 levels. They can hold 5 trays each. I can either use these 9 by 12 trays that I'm showing you here, or I have my 10 by 20 trays up top. I grow on both of them. It just depends on what I'm doing and how I want to do it. Yeah, you can use it for salads. The bottom of the plants, like, are you talking about the roots or just the stems? If it's the stems, I'll end up just composting them. the grow trailer, the 9x12 or 10x20. I have two different kinds. Yeah, the raw is better in my opinion. But if you don't want to waste, you want to be shelf stable, you could dehydrate them. Do I ship nationally? Not yet. The products, yeah, like the grow kits, yeah. The microgreens, no. Yes, I'm thinking about shipping through Amazon. Dope. I'm glad that you're enjoying the content. We got to be food independent. Yeah, we got to eat good. Yeah, you can put all these microgreens in salads. I'm using pea, so the pea that I harvested earlier, those are just like I bought them from a seed company, but this is like regular dud peas to me. Yep, organic growing and living. Thank you, thank you. All right, cool. Let me get back on track. I do have a website, urbangrowersupply.com. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me, the best thing I think you can do is join the text group. And all you got to do is text the words or the word microgreens to the number 469-256-3757. Or you can click the link in my bio. And I got a link in there so you can just click that. So, yep. I appreciate all your attention. Man, if y'all can double tap that screen, let's get some more people in here. And we're going to move on to the next cycle in the harvest now. So let's do it. Moving on to the broccoli. How pretty that looks. There's a few purple radish seeds I got in there, but it's all good. So we got that. If you got all the stuff you don't know how, you're in the right place. I'll do a demonstration, if not this morning, and I'll show it again this evening if I run out of time this morning. The number for the texting is text the word microgreens, one word, the number 469-256-3757. I just saw someone tapped in. I appreciate you. But that's what you got to do. Or if you didn't get the number, if someone could put it in the comments, that'd be great. It's the word microgreens to the number 469-256-3757. Or you can click the link in my bio, and I got a link. It says like text me or something like that you can go click. All right. Thank you so much for posting that for me. All right. So again, I'm gonna take some pictures because this is for other content. Pictures on websites. As you're doing stuff, if you like to create content, which you may if you're on since you're on TikTok, take out opportunities to document what you're doing and how you're doing it, because you can use that for content later on. So I'm just going through now and just getting all my stuff here together. Yep. Get a couple side photos. Cool. So don't be surprised if you see these photos showing up somewhere on the internet. It'll be global. All right, now I'm moving on to the harvest of this broccoli. Throw that down in there. Boom, just like that. Ooh, looks like this tray is going to give us a fantastic harvest. It was planted very densely, as you can see. Now it's going into the container. Oh, yeah, this is going to be really good. I can already tell. We might get 8 ounces out of this tray. Yup, we're going to get probably 10, actually. The micro kits will be available online. If you wanted to go buy everything online, there's different kits you can grow. You can buy. You get on Amazon, put in MicroGreens Grow Kit. It's not gonna be the one that I sell, but it's another one. If that's what you want to buy, do your thing. I still support you. I still love you. I don't know how much protein is there. I don't really focus on macros too much. I focus on micros, making sure I feel good. Dope. Yeah, I'll be selling the broccoli kit. You have an option of some seeds you can get. I'll put a broccoli in there, probably a salad mix, maybe one with radish in there. Those are the three easiest seeds to grow, from what I've seen. The pea and some other stuff is like, that's a different adventure. Not hard, but it's just different. I don't want you to get it. If you're getting new into growing it, that's like, pick something a little easier so you can build confidence. That's what I'm trying to help with. I think someone asked, am I growing hydroponically? So like when I grow on the jute mat, that's hydroponic. This is, I guess, technically hydroponic because the roots are in the water. I did use soil as a substrate to keep the seeds from falling through. And it does provide some nutrition. So maybe it's like a hybrid thing. I don't know. I don't get into all the technical. I don't get hung up on the technical details. I just do like what I can do to get started and to get the results that I desire. You know, there's a creator here on the internet. His name is Alex Hormozy. He has a wonderful philosophy around this, and he says, you're not getting the results that you want in life because you're not doing what is required. And sometimes we'll say we're doing our best, and that may be true at that moment. But if you're not getting what you want out of it, maybe because you're just not doing what is required, which is different than doing your best. So that's something that like a mantra, I remind myself of on a regular daily basis, is to do what is required to get the results that I desire. So if I desire to help people grow microgreens, I can think good thoughts about it all the time. I can think about going live. I can think about making content. Or I could just make the content and get it done and post it to the world and open myself up to ridicule and criticism, which is not something that I choose to focus on, but that's just the reality. And you may be one of those people that are like, oh man, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be ridiculed. But if you want to do anything great in your life, that means you're likely helping other people. And anytime you're helping other people and your name is attached to it, well, that means you're open to be criticized. And all criticize means is it's not negative. It just means that people are sharing their opinion about you. That's it. And their opinion is just like your opinion. It's just their thoughts and their perception and how they choose to deal with life and deal with things. And that's it. But you don't let that stuff hold you up. You don't let that stuff hold you back. Because then, I heard another wise man say, when you're young, you don't do stuff because you're worried about what people will think about you. And then you get a little bit older and you start to realize it's not worth to worry about. You're going to do it anyway in spite of what they think about you. And then you get a little bit older, you start to wonder, man, are these people even worried about me at all? And then you get even a little older, a little wiser, and you realize, man, these people ain't thinking about me, so I might as well just do what I want to do. I've never left the cuttings to see what they regrow. So I don't know. I put some in the yard and they'll grow it like a little bit, but it's not going to give you the same harvest and all that. This is broccoli microgreens that I'm harvesting right now. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So far we've harvested pea. We got about 5.5 ounces out of that. And then we harvested purple radish. We got about 8 ounces out of that. And then we harvested this, and it looks like we're going to get 10 ounces out of it. And that's what we're going to get. And that's that. How many times can I harvest off of one tray? I just harvest once and then I'll replant, reseed for consistent results. Like there may be some late bloomers in there, some immature sprouts in there, which there are, I can see them, but I'm not going to let them go again. I just take this material outside. I got a little compost heap outside, and I just put it in there and let it do its thing. Nature has a wonderful way of taking care of things if you let it. there's intelligence in nature. We are from nature and we are intelligent. So it came from somewhere, right? At least that's how I think about it. And nature came from somewhere that is intelligent, right? At least that's how I think about it. So that's that. All right, we got our next 2 ounces, so we're at 8. We're definitely going to get 10 ounces out of this. How can you tell to keep an aloe plant alive? I don't grow aloe, so I can't speak to that specifically, but maybe someone else can. Who grows that? My grandfather used to grow aloe, and unfortunately, he used to grow like hundreds of them a year, and he would just give them to people. And when I was a kid, I didn't understand why he liked to garden. But now that I'm getting older and I'm gardening, I'm like, oh, I can see the appeal. Boom. That's too perfect. Isn't that pretty how that looks in there? That's dope. So in the earlier parts, when they're like sprouts and seeds that are germinating, you spray with a spray bottle, like a regular like cleaning bottle. Like I just bought one, filter water in there, and then once they get a little more mature, all you got to do is keep this bottom tray filled such that the roots are in contact with the water, sufficient in contact, and that's usually once or twice a day. I check it twice a day, and I just add water as needed. You know, it's not like I don't think we got to make this into rocket science in terms of like, there's some people that are using all this like automation. I think that's great. You know, I work in the manufacturing industry day in and day out. That's another business that I've been operating for several years is in. So I'm all about some automation, but this is like you got to learn too the art of things, the science of things, and all that. So yeah, this place is all about love. I'm not here to. There's times where I will share my views and thoughts on things for sure, but I don't want anyone to think for a second that I'm disparaging your thoughts or your views. I don't get down like that. So spread love, do your thing. As long as we keep things respectful, hey, we good in here. So everybody, let's keep things respectful. Just because someone thinks something differently than you doesn't mean that they're attacking you. You know, just live your life. Let your light shine. Do it your way. But anyway, back on topic. Moving to tray number 4, the spicy salad mix. Coming through right here. Looks a lot like the broccoli we just harvested. That's all right. I'm gonna put these over here. Keep them organized. So again, we got 10 ounces out of the broccoli harvest. We got 8 ounces, out of the radish, and we got 6 ounces, 5.5 ounces out of the pea. It is delish. Hope y'all doing well. Appreciate all the love y'all are showing. Y'all keep it going. Keep the love going. I don't have chickens. Yeah, you can grow them in ground. Another thing you can do is like you can grow these on a jute mat, and then you can take the jute mat out of the tray and put that on the ground, and your chickens can eat that. I've seen people do that. And I have a friend here in Dallas that's raising chickens now, and I'll be sharing some of the microgreens I'm growing with him so that he can help his chickens thrive. If you have any microgreens related questions, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what you need. I think we're gonna get 8 ounces out of this. Just by how it's going so far. Oh man, that's so aromatic. That smells That smells wonderful. So that's 2. You can smell the mustard in there. Oh, dope. On the 400-acre farm. What are y'all growing out there? What are y'all raising? Put these down here. Organized. Organization rules the nation. Something like that. Keep on with the harvest. Yes, boom. Yeah, we're going to get 8 out of this. I don't think we're going to get 10. I'd be asking for too much. Can you feed it to your puppy? I don't know. I won't speak on feeding this to animals. I can only tell you my experience. I can't necessarily speak in those sorts of things. Okay, tobacco farming. Let's go. I did a lot of that in North Carolina where my wife is from. Tobacco farming. Where I grew up, we grew a lot of rice. When I was real young, we used to grow a lot of cotton. I'm from Arkansas, which they grow a lot of the same things here in Texas as well. I appreciate all the love y'all showing. We're at 10K likes. Can we get to 20 today? Double tap that screen. We got enough people in here. We could get there in less than 100 seconds. Let's see, can we get there? Who knows? And you never know what you can do if you don't ask for help. So never be too proud to ask for support. You know, a lot of times we don't earn the money we want to earn or do the things we want to do because we don't let people know what we're doing. And ask for support or tell them how they can support us, how we can be of support to them. So that's why I like to ask on the live so you have questions so that I can tailor what I'm doing. Because I'm not doing this just for me. I'm growing for me, but I'm trying to help people so I can touch people, give them the information that they need, support that they need. So if I'm not giving you all what you need, I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna ask for feedback. That way I can, maybe there's something I need to go learn to make it easier for you. Because there's no reason for all of us to learn the exact same lesson. If I have the time and the ability to go learn and then can make it easier for you, that just means more of us going to be more successful in less time. And I believe in that. I believe in that heavily. We're at 8. We got a little bit extra in there. So my intuition was strong. And for that, I'm thankful. Man, I appreciate all the love y'all are showing. Y'all are dope. So right now, if you're just joining in, we are harvesting the last bit of our spicy salad mix. Cool. Put that there. And that tray is done. I'm moving on to my favorite microgreen of all. The grand finale of the harvest. It's going to be the sunflower. If you want to be kept up to date as to when I'll be going live for harvest or doing other interesting things on the farm, text the word microgreens to the number 469. Oh, sorry. One of my trays losing water. To the number 469-256-3757. Do I get multiple harvests out of like one seeding? I don't do that. I guess I could. Yeah, they're not available right this second. There's still a couple logistical things I'm solving the next couple of days, but they will be live. So if you want to be notified as to when they are live, sign up for the text group. You click the link in the bio and you can go see it there. Or you can join via the text number to subscribe by texting the word microgreens to the number 469-256-3757. All right. We're going to harvest this last tray, and then I will field some questions. We'll do a little Q&A. And it's pretty, right? Sunflower. Look how lush that is. It's just incredible. Got a label, sunflower. All right, I'm gonna take a couple pictures again for content. I'm doing this in a spare bedroom in my house. My rack takes up about 5 square feet, 6 square feet. My storage rack takes up about 3 square feet. So I can do all this in less than 12 square feet of space. You don't need a lot of space to grow microgreens at home, especially if you start setting up to go vertically like I've done here. And that's that. All right, I want to move on to the harvest here. Coming in from Maryland, I appreciate you tapping in and being a first-time viewer. I'm coming from Dallas, Texas. Where are y'all coming from? Where y'all coming from? I know we did a roll call earlier, so if you already answered, you don't have to answer again. Oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. These seeds went from seed to harvest, Newark, New Jersey. What's going on? Coming from Florida. What's going on? All right, that's two ounces in there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Coming from Georgia, Rochester, New York, upstate New York. Hope y'all are staying healthy. Hope you're staying happy. And I hope you're becoming increasingly more wealthy wherever you are. Those are kind of the 3 facets of life that we need to enrich. Our happiness, which is our peace, our joy, and how we experience life and interact with others. Our health, that's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and physically. And then we have our wealth, because that's how we get things done in this world. Right, wrong, and different. One of the first things to growth and change is accepting the way that things are. And after you accept some things the way that they are, you can decide what you want to do about it. The reasonable man accepts things the way they are and stops there. The unreasonable man accepts things the way they are but decides that he's going to change it because that is his purpose and that is his will. So I decided that I got tired of hearing about food deserts and how we need to fix this system and do that. Well, guess what? We are the people. This is America, Jack. And if we want to fix something, we can do it ourselves. So instead of, giving the people fish, I want to teach more people how to fish. So in this case, that's how to grow food at home. We'll start now with microgreens. I tell everybody keep it simple because that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it simple. I picked a plant that I understood or a set of plants that I understood. They're easy to grow. You can get from seed to harvest quickly. It has great nutrition, great flavor, great benefits. And anybody can do it at home, inside, in small space, on a balcony, in a spare bedroom, on your patio. You live in a studio. You just need a small amount of space. You don't have to get a big rack. You can get a small rack. You don't gotta OD everything. Life is about progress. It's not about perfection. We're gonna get a lot of microgreens out of this, y'all. So that's what I'm preaching on. This prosperity of being self-reliant. Prosperity is not about, and wealth is not about things entirely. Wealth is about how much do you feel that you control or strongly influence the outcomes in your life. And if it comes like food security and you don't feel like you have a strong influence over that, well, here's something you can do about it. You can grow microgreens at home. You can grow microgreens in your community for your community. You can give them to your community. You can sell them to your community. I recommend you sell them because that's how you'll be able to afford to continue to be of service to others in your community. And a lot of time without transactions, ventures will wither up. And with transactions, I do mean income. We live in a world that requires financial transactions to get things done. So if you want to do this, do that. You know, if you just want to save money on your grocery bill, do that. That's still a transaction of sorts. It's a transaction into your health at the very least. If you give your body the micronutrients it needs, it can take care of everything else. Some of the largest and strongest animals on this planet, as you well know, they are foraging herbivores. If that's right for you, do that. No, I got these containers from Amazon. So you can do that. I'm plant-based, but I'm not one of those like crazy vegan people that's trying to tell you how you should or shouldn't live. All I can tell you what works for me, what I've found to be true for me. If you're eating whatever you're eating, as long as you're happy, healthy, it's supporting your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, your physical health, your overall well-being, please know you got my support. I'm coming from Dallas, Texas. The country of Texas, the Republic of Texas. If you're not from Texas, it may seem a little over the top, or you don't live in Texas for like a certain period of time. But if you're a Texan, you get it. It's its own lifestyle out here. We're doing things the Texas way. Man, this sunflower is really showing out. Got all kind of stuff going on. We already are at over 10 ounces. Now, we probably got another at least 6 left. So I might start doubling down on these sunflowers. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support, the love, everything that you're showing, everything that you're doing. You're amazing. So today we harvested. First thing we harvested was pea. I appreciate the lady who showed me how to download my live videos from the Live Center. So this will be going up long format on my YouTube page. If not today, then tomorrow or something. I want to wrap this up. I don't think I want to do any other like additional stuff on this live. I'll come back this evening and we'll talk about something. What y'all want to talk about tonight? That way I have time to meditate on that, think about that. Absolutely, you can have them because you can grow them at home. If you're in the Dallas area, these will be for sale soon. And it is my mission over the next, in the coming months and years, who knows what is, who knows what the future may hold. But it is my goal to help more people grow food and have access to these foods. So I plan to expand this business first all over my area, all over my state, and then, spread to neighboring states and eventually the nation, either through direct expansion, maybe through franchising, maybe through joint venture or partnership, but whatever it takes, whatever makes sense, that's how we're going to do it. Because as much of this can be about making money, this is about making an impact as well. Help people realize that growing plants is not it's not magic. It's just a matter of doing 2 things. Building 2 muscles. Those 2 muscles are patience. The plants are already going to do what they're going to do. But they're only going to do what they're going to do, especially if you're in a controlled environment agriculture, if you do your part, which is to be diligent. And diligent has 2 components. Component number 1 is being consistent, which means you got to show up consistently to give the plants what they need to thrive. And then the second thing you got to do is you have to be persistent. So when things don't go to plan, or there's an obstacle or a detour in your process, it doesn't mean that you give up. It means you persist through all obstacles. Yes, you can order seeds online from True Leaf Market. I was accepted as an affiliate this morning, so I will have the opportunity for you to click a link in my bio in the next week or so, hopefully a little less, and you can click a link and buy seeds through my affiliate link. It'll be like the normal price on that they would sell it for. So if you want to get started now, like I always tell you, go do that. And then over time, you come back. If you want to support me, you can purchase them through my link, and I'll be able to earn a little bit of money off of that. That way I can continue to expand my mission, provide more value, increase production quality, increase access, increase availability. That's what it's all about. I'm so glad that you're having a great time growing food at your house. All right, cool. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 8. We got a pound out of this tray. That's crazy. So that's really good. Actually, a little over a pound. So I overfilled all the containers a little bit. But anyway, that's what I did. So this harvest is done. I got to clean up my farm. Look at all this wonderful stuff over here. Because I know it's good and everything is clean, I can just eat it. Sunflower, I'm my favorite. It's like a little snack. I'm going to go through, while I'm just chilling for a minute, I'm going to answer some questions. Then I'm going to get out of here. I bought my seeds from True Leaf Market. What do you want to know about? Let you know when what happened. Sorry, I missed some things as I was harvesting. So I don't want to be rude. Yeah, you can do the microgreens business. You already know how to grow stuff. The biggest thing to do in any business, I want to demystify something for you. I started my first business when I was 10 years old. I'm 34. So I've been involved with some kind of entrepreneur activity for the last 24 years. My mother's been in business for 40 years. My grandmother's been in business for 60 years. My dad had a job he just retired to for 44 years, but he also has had a side hustle of some kind, a business of some kind going on for my entire life. So I've been very fortunate to grow up around entrepreneurs. And one thing I've learned is a lot of time you don't need a long business plan. You don't need to overly strategize things. What you do have to do is practice being bold. And what I mean by that is you have to decide what you're going to do and then commit to doing it. So in terms of planting, that is, can you produce the product? So start growing at home. Start growing on a small scale. Understand the plant you grow, what it needs, and what you got to do to make it successful. And then the next thing you have to do, it's not about all these clever strategies. Most of the time, you got to be willing to do hard things and then get those hard things done. And the hardest thing that most people face in entrepreneurship is the fear of rejection. You're afraid that if you ask someone to help you, they're going to tell you no. If they tell you no, you may take that as an attack on your value as a person. It has nothing to do with that. You still got to ask. And if you ask people and you figure out how to get feedback from them or feedback from those experiences, you can figure out, is it my message? Is it my product? Is it the time? Is it the way I go about it? Do I need to change up my presentation? And you can go out and you can be successful as long as you don't quit. Yeah. You can grow herbs indoors. I'm growing herbs indoors right now. I got my Where's it at? I wonder if oh, it's right here. I'm sure. Here's an herb tray that I'm growing. I've got cilantro, basil, and thyme. Growing all the same thing. I did that chaos method because I was feeling chaotic. Anyway, that's business, so you can do it. Yeah, you can do that. You can grow in a windowsill if you want to. It depends. You need a preparation license. You got to check the state you're in. So here in Texas, we have what is called the Cottage Food Act, which allows you to be a small scale home-based food producer, either produce or certain non-regulated things, which is basically you can't sell like meat out of the house. You can do like baked goods and other stuff. So Texas allows that. I don't know about other states. After harvest, I'll just compost that stuff. Bought my seeds from True Leaf Market. Oh, it's dope. Aquaponics are dope. I started there, but I was getting overwhelmed, so I just went over here to what I'm doing. Okay, I'll let you know when the seed affiliate link is up. I am an affiliate now, technically, but I just found out this morning, so I haven't like done the setup stuff yet. I have not thought about milk cartons using them because I'm plant based and I don't drink milk. I appreciate that support, the willingness to be supported. You're welcome. There will be herb seeds available on the True Leaf Market link that I'll have up. If you want to get a jump on it, don't wait on me. Let me be the reason why you don't make progress. Go to trueleafmarket.com and you can buy the seeds there. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I got some stuff I need to do for today. But I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. We'll be back later on today. Y'all have a great day.